Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. We are from group 2. We would like to present about chapter 6. But first of all, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Syafira Widiharjo. There are Alia Nurisma, Anas Rahman, Ananta Slamet, Dani Aditya Rahman, and Luluan Sere. In our presentation, there are text structure and also the grammar review. Firstly, let me tell you about text structure. Text structure refers to how the information within a written text is organized. This strategy helps students understand that the text might present a main idea and details, a cause then its effect, and or different views of a topic. Teaching students to recognize common text structure can help students monitor their comprehension. In our book, page 84 and 85, we have an example. Let us see it together. Parents upset disappointed with online school registration. Hundreds of parents thronged the Jakarta Education Agency's office in Kuningan, South Jakarta, to report problems with the online school registration system on Friday. During their visit to agency office, the parents expressed their dissatisfaction with the online system, which according to them was disorganized and made it difficult for them to register their children for enrollment in public schools. Ricky Setianto, one of the parents, said that he had registered his daughter for enrollment at State Vocational High School SMKN 47 Jakarta, but she then got rejected due to the minimum height policy applied by the state-run school. However, he added his daughter was also turned down after she registered at the different school because her name was still listed for SMKN 47 Jakarta. First, my daughter was rejected because of her height, and now, due to the technical issues, she can register to any school. I just want to get her into a good school, he said, adding that he hoped the agency could solve the problems as soon as possible. Nuraisha Aparansa, another parent, also said that he was unable to register her son at any state-run high school due to the similar technical problems. She said that her son was initially accepted at East Jakarta Public School through public admission phase. However, he did not re-register with that school as he wanted to shoot for a better state-run school through the local admission phase. But the second school rejected him because he had been accepted through the public admission phase. Since my son did not re-register at the first school, now he isn't registered anywhere, she said. The online registration system has been applied in the capital since 2004. No such problems occurred with the previous registration system.
This year's student admission system has three phases: public admission, where students fight for seats with other students throughout the country; local admission, where students compete with others in the same province; and third admission, where students who did not get accepted during first and second admission resubmit their application. Lasro Marbun, head of the Jakarta Education Agency, said that anyone who did not re-register in public admission phase and was unable to register during local admission or third admission could register their children at a private schools. They can then transfer them to a public school in the second semester, he said on Thursday, as quoted by Kompas.com. However, Rida Afrida, who wanted to register her son at State Junior High School 194, did not agree with that idea. According to her, a lot of people have chosen public school over private school for financial reasons. I cannot pay for a private school. If he thinks there is good alternative for us, he should just give us the money to pay for the schools, she said. Meanwhile, acting Jakarta Governor Basuki or Ahok Cahayapurnama said that the parents should be patient and not panic. We had not problems last year. The process might be a little complicated, but there's no reasons to panic, Ahok told reporters at City Hall. Question for the text. 1. What is the main problem faced by the parents? The answer: the main problem faced by the parents is the online school registration system. 2. Why did the parents feel disappointed with the online system? The answer: they feel disappointed with the online system because according to them it was disorganized and made it difficult for them to register their children for enrollment in public schools. 3. Who was rejected from school due to or her height? The answer, Ricky Setianto daughter, got rejected due to the minimum height policy applied by the state-run school. 4. What happened to Nur Aisyah Paransa's sons? The answer, her son was initially accepted at East Jakarta Public School through public admission phase. However, he did not re-register with that school as he wanted to shoot for a better state-run school through the local admission phase. 5. Mention some technical problems in the registration using the online system. The answer, for example, to Ricky Setiatno daughter, that she cannot register to any school because her name is still listed for school who rejected her because of height matters. Second, Nur Aisyah Paransa sons rejected in the second option schools because he didn't re-register at the first school. 6. What makes the online system problematic this year? The answer, in my opinion, because this year's student admission system has 3 phases: public admission, local admission, and third admission, so it's becoming more complicated.
7. Why do people prefer public schools to private schools? The answer is, according to one parent, a lot of people have chosen public schools over private schools for financial reasons. 8. If you were one of the parents, what would you do to deal with the problems in the online system? The answer is, if I were one of the parents, I would make a campaign as well to be sure nobody is getting disadvantaged from this problem. 9. What do you think about the acting government response to the parents' protest? The answer is, in my opinion, it's good because it will not trigger more worried parents as they have been taught to be patient and not panic. As long as the government are fixing the system. 10. If you were the acting governor, how would you respond to the parents' concerns? The answer is, if I were the acting governor, I would tell them to keep calm and place their complaint so it can be fixed as soon as possible.
Direct speech. Sentence instantly repeat or quote the exact spoken. When using direct speech in writing, we put the spoken word between quotation marks, and these words do not change. We can report something that was said now, for example, a phone conversation, or tell someone later about a previous conversation. Example, she says, "What time will you be home?" She said, "What time will you be home?" And said, "I don't know. There's a fly in my soup," screamed Simon. John said, "There's an elephant outside the window." Indirect speech. Indirect speech sentences are usually used to talk about the past. So, we usually change the tension of the words we say. We use reporting verbs such as say, tell, and ask. We can also use the word that to introduce the reported word. We don't use quotation mark. Example, she said, "I saw him." Direct speech, she said that she had seen him. Indirect speech, she told him that she was happy. She told him she was happy.
Say and tell. Use say when there are no indirect objects. Example, he said that he was tired. Always use tell when you mention who to talk to indirect object. Example, he told me that he was tired. Talk and speak. Use these two verbs to describe the act of communicating. Example, he talked to us. She was speaking on the telephone. Use these two verbs with the word about to describe what was said. Example, he talked about his parents.
Okay, the next I will bring some example for the news. France Renewable Energy set up in Indonesia, Jakarta. France delegates represent French company which aim to tap into the huge potential in Indonesia renewable energy sector. A new group named the French Renewable Energy Group compares companies which have interest in investing locally and a branch of France, a large renewable energy organization, Syndicate for Renewable Energy. FREC is expecting to exchange business to business contact between French Indonesia company and encourage more company to invest in Indonesia. Furthermore, the group will work together with Indonesia Renewable Energy Society to develop renewable energy projects in the country. French Minister of Foreign Affairs Jean-Marc Ayrault said France was willing to share its expertise with counterpart. We have many innovative and high achieving company in France. The new energy group that we have formed in Indonesia will be a stage where we can show off France's strength in an energy sector, said Ayrault, who is also former French Prime Minister during the FREC launch at the Energy and Mineral Resource Minister office. He also hoped that his newly founded group could strengthen bilateral cooperation in this sector. Jakarta Post.
King Salman to give speech in Arabic, Jakarta. Saudi Arabia's King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud is scheduled to give a 10-minute speech in Arabic at the House of Representatives on Thursday during his state visit to Indonesia. The King's speech will follow a speech which will be delivered by House Speaker Setia Novanto. Each of them will have 10 minutes to speak. Acting House Secretary General Ahmad Junaid said on Monday evening. The House has prepared all things needed to welcome the King. The King is scheduled to arrive at the House at 1 p.m. on Thursday, March 22, 2017. He will be in Indonesia from March 1st to 9th, bringing an entourage of up to 1,500 people, including 25 princes and 10 ministers.